Yo, what's good, everybody? You are tuned into another episode of the Wave Pod. And I have my two regular guests here today. I have Chloe and Tosin. They're regulars because they've been on most of the shows here. So
That's facts. That's facts.
whether they were guest or anonymous guests, Tosin, people still mention to me about that little clip
We need to have
about
a yeah. We need to have another Valentine's Day episode.
man, that they said that. That's what man. It might be coming soon. We'll see. It was fun. It was funny. They say like one person told me the funniest part was when they were like, we already know contestant number 4, Tosin. We know it's Tosin.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to my Apple Podcast people, my Spotify people, my YouTube gang. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at the_wavepod. And yeah, let's get right into the topic. So the topic of the day is college expectations versus reality, what you've seen in movies and TV shows versus what it actually is. So we're gonna get our story today. So let's start off with, what did you expect when you first came to college?
Tosin, you want to go first?
I'll go first. When I first came to college, I was expecting it to be a lot kind of like the movies, where like it's like a party every day. You got all these temptations. Like a lot of relationships. Like there's like the frat boys, the it guys, the it girls, and just a bunch of like non-realistic things that really happen now.
Yeah, no, like when I first came here, I thought college was gonna be like huge, this certain ordeal where like college would be huge and it'd be all these different type of people, which is true. But like I didn't know, I don't know, maybe it's the school I necessarily went to. I feel like it's so small. Like you
You
would
went to a big
meet
high
people.
school?
No, I went to a small high school. Like my graduating class was 67.
Hmm.
Really?
Yeah, so when I came to college, I thought it was gonna be like this big thing and I was gonna be lost into it. I thought nobody would know the other person. That's the funny part about it. I thought it was going college was gonna be so big that like you could be one place and nobody wouldn't know you from another. But it's super small. Well, I feel like it's though it's super small. Like people connect with other people and you'd be surprised who knows who.
I agree with that because like even though it's 40,000 people here, like I still know my circle and I see a lot of people that I know every day. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Or like even on Instagram when somebody follow you and then you'll see they're followed by other people you know. It's like very interesting to see like, oh wow, how do they know each other? How does that go?
Hmm.
So Chloe,
Yeah.
what did you expect when you first?
On it, when I first came here, I really thought like there was going to be a lot of people, that I would see a lot of people walking, if that makes sense. Because like no, because like when I go outside, like if we go to a school with 40,000 people, I feel like there should be more people sometimes walking outside to their classes, but like I
Yeah.
don't see that. Yeah. I should see 40,000 people, but like I don't see 40,000 people outside.
No,
I
you
feel
would
that. I
think
feel that.
so too. Even when like I'm walking in the middle of campus, that's where you see the most people. I really don't see a lot of people there at all. It's actually pretty interesting.
Hmm.
And then what I didn't expect to see when I came to college, like different stuff, like all the foreign cars and stuff like that.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's the
think that's
Asians. They got all the money.
No,
yeah.
yeah, the international people, they got the money. They're the ones driving the G Wagons, the
Like
The
I
Ferraris.
wouldn't expect that
Teslas.
because I
Yes.
thought when people go in, they'd be like struggling college students. That was the
Hmm.
monogram. So you wouldn't
Mhm.
expect to see a student like you sitting around in a Lamborghini. and driving it around or Mercedes. Well, Mercedes. Yeah.
No, and the clothes that they wear too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, all the designer.
Mm-hmm.
The Givenchy and the Gucci and the Louis.
I also expected a lot more people to be like kind of broke. I myself am still broke. You know, I'm still eating ramen noodles and everything. But like,
Ah, toaster.
man,
Tosin,
everybody
you live
here
in a
has money,
house. Tosin,
guys.
you live in a
Guys,
house and you have a whole stove. You have a kitchen. You don't need to be eating ramen. You could cook something.
struggling to pay the rent. But go ahead.
Tosin just trying. Tosin didn't put a reputation out for himself. Now he's trying to go back on it.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you guys that question too. So, like, when you guys were in college, like, what did you expect yourselves to be like? Or when you guys were in high school, what did you expect yourselves to be like in college? And I'll answer last.
Ooh. So in college, so what I expected myself to be was like this kid who like just had like a group of friends and then just stayed with that group of friends and just went to school, came back and just yeah, and just like did my work. I didn't expect to be doing all the stuff that I've been doing and like having like knowing like a whole bunch of people, which I think that's a big thing that I feel like I've done throughout the 3.5 years is I got to know a lot of people and connect with a lot of people. So I definitely expect that, especially coming from a small high school where everybody knows everybody. So to get that feeling here is kind of like one of those things that I was shocked by. And I thought I was just gonna be quiet and reserved into myself and be like that little dot or that little fish in a big pond. I didn't think I would be what I am now. So
I feel. Chloe?
For me, I feel like I've always been a really outgoing person. So I expected me to have a lot of friends or at least like no, like meet other people
Chloe's the shyest
frequently.
person I know, by the way.
That is such a lie, but we're gonna move on from that. But
Mhm.
no, like for real, I think as the years have gone by in college, I feel like my circle has gotten smaller and tighter. I feel a lot more closer with my friends now. But like I still like to talk, like when I go to the bars, like I'm literally chatty patty. Like I meet everybody and I talk to everybody. And it's literally just like, hey, how are you doing? You're like, how was your day? Type thing. Like, are you having fun at the bar? Like, super, like, they're kind of superficial conversations, but like, I like talking to people. Like I will
Yeah,
talk to anybody.
for her to be so shy, I just don't know how she does. Like
Where
all of a sudden
it's
she'd
the
be like, "I
lies.
made a new friend." Like,
It's
how
the
did she make a
lies.
friend?
The lies, Mike. The lies.
I feel that.
What about you, Tosin?
Well, for me, I'm kind of like Mike. I went to a small high school too. So like me going to a school where there's going to be like 40,000 plus people, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be like, really popular, like make a name for myself. I was going to come in, just do my homework, make opportunities for myself to get good job and just be done. However, things kind of changed, I would say, my sophomore year when I started meeting more people. Mike and Chloe, I met my freshman year, and like, since then we've been like, pretty solid. And then I don't know what it was that like helped me like make this jump to owning the third most popular club in West Lafayette. But um, yeah, just by the way, guys, I looked on Yelp. It's Where Else, Twisted Hammer, El Mundo de T Nasty, and Brothers. Just letting you guys know. Just letting you guys know. Yes. Yes. If anyone doesn't know, I
What?
do own a club in in my room.
Oh my! Wait, can you send me this Yelp link?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure,
I
for
did
sure, for
not
sure.
know that. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
This
yeah.
this episode of the Wave Pod is sponsored by Amundo Dainty Nasty.
We host birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, bachelor parties. You name it, we do
Quinceañeras.
it. Yeah, quinceañeras, you name it, we do it. But yeah, guys, I don't know like what helped me make this jump to where like I don't feel like I'm that guy, but I just feel like people know who I am, kind of. And like I try to stay humble. I try to, feel like a regular guy, but sometimes, man, the pressure just ridiculous.
Man, it's a difference, man. Tosin's so cool. He has an alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know when it started, but it's
It started when you started your SoundCloud.
2019.
Promote the SoundCloud, Tosin.
If y'all want to check out my music, just go to soundcloud.com/tnastymusic. I'm signed to Charles Combs Entertainment. We got an album coming out October of 2022. I'm not gonna release the date yet, but it's coming soon. Just stay patient. Been saying that since 2018, but it's coming, guys. Just bear
Can I
with
get an
us.
album hosting podcast? I'll take it.
Say absolutely less.
It's gonna be a Wave Pot exclusive too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm gonna do tonight. What? Oh, not to get off topic. That's another expectation versus reality. I think I didn't understand that it was more to college than just doing your work and that's it. And then you get the job. I didn't know you had to put the extra groundwork in before coming in. Before going to college, I didn't know it was gonna be like extra work you had to put into. Like if somebody would have told me, hey, you got to start going to these events, like my freshman year of high school and stuff, you got to start going to events like this in order to get these internships or jump here. I didn't expect that at all. I thought you go to class, get the grades, and then you apply and get an interview. I didn't know it was more to it, like meeting with recruiters, attending their events, learning more, actually doing research on like companies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you guys wish you knew as a freshman versus now?
I think about this a lot, actually. I wish freshman year, I wish I would have known, like, I say to go with the flow, or like not like that, but like, things happen for a reason. Like, don't dwell on it so much. Like, make sure you're calm and level-headed through it all, because things will work out if you put the work in for it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think personally, I think I'm really optimistic. So I think freshman year me thought that I was still going to be friends with people that I was friends with freshman year. And obviously, like, I'm not. So not to say don't be too optimistic, but like just be prepared for that.
Okay. One thing, actually two things that I wish I knew. The first thing is like the phrase "charge it to the game." I don't know if you guys know what that means, but like,
I know exactly what that
yeah,
means.
it means if like something is out of your control, like there's nothing you can do about it. Like there were times I used to like dwell on things for like so long, and I'd be like, damn, how can I fix this? How can I do this? How can I make this better? And like if gets to that point where like it's nothing you can do, just forget about it, go on about your separate day, and just maybe next time it'll be better. And second thing is just like stay patient, because a lot of things that I like I said, I was expecting, I didn't get my freshman or sophomore year, but like they've come now. So like, just staying ground, just keep doing what you're doing, and just staying on your path. Things will eventually come to you.
I wish freshman Mike would have taught himself how to study. That's what I wish. I wish freshman Mike would have taught himself how to study efficiently. It's still a struggle of how to study.
Didn't you take EDPS 177? That's the point of the class, Mike.
I took study
freshman
skills.
year. You took that. Yeah.
I got an A in study skills, but like I don't know.
They taught you how to study.
Shaking my head.
I don't know what happened afterwards. I don't know if I didn't take the advice or what. I took a whole class on study skills.
First semester.
That's
16 weeks.
It took me a good 16 weeks. And yeah, I still don't know how to study.
That's very unfortunate.
I completely I feel like
Wait a second, weren't you in this class too?
Hold on. It's like there's some classes where it's like you don't even know where to start, because like if you don't like, what if you don't know the information for some of this class? If you get what I'm saying, like you go to class, the teacher's talking, the teacher's teaching, but they're just talking at you. And then like when you go to study, it's like, damn, like how do I study now? I
That's
got you. I got you.
that's
I feel
exactly
that.
how it
Yeah.
like it's like where do I start? Like if I study here, or like what if I read the book and then nothing on the book is on the exam? It's from his lectures. And then what if that professor don't post his notes? Then what I'm
Mhm.
gonna do? Now I gotta go off my memory and my notes. And what if I took bad notes? Then you see it goes downhill from there. So I guess that's one advice. Always meet somebody in your class
Mhm.
and get in contact with them. But at the same time, I guess go to class too. That's another thing.
That's a big one to go to class. That is a big
Going
one.
to
Man,
class,
sometimes I be tired though.
That's true.
like
That is very true.
I got a 7:30 and it made me have a little drawback now. I've been going because I've been lacking to go. Now I got to start going. So it's a big thing. It's one of those things you struggle with, but I wish I would have learned how to study for real. Maybe if I studied and went to that class, it would be a little better. But but it's gonna be a-okay because it's all about learning from your mistakes. I think that's one thing, like I didn't realize how big, like before coming in, like how much I would learn in college compared to like high school and etc. Because like this is my first time being on my own and stuff. You learn so much stuff about like what you want, like things you want, how to do this, how to do that, how to fend for yourself. It's like it's one of them things. Like living on your own, like away from your parents. It's like it's such a different thing. And I think I expected it to be like one of those things where I have everything handled and solved, but no. No, you run into some problems sometimes. You be like, dang, how am I gonna solve this one? And then
I feel that.
yeah.
So looking back at your like college experience, I know it's not over yet, but like how do you feel like you've like enjoyed yourself? Is there anything that you wish you could have done differently now?
I wish I would have. I don't know. I wish I would have been more. Nah, won't say that. But I wish I would have, say, for instance, took in more risks or been more outspoken in certain situations.
With what?
Took chances.
If I may ask.
Talking about girls
Oh.
who shoot a shot with certain people.
Yeah, like even in general, like just in like with people in general, just telling them the truth or something like that. Like I wish I'd have been more outspoken. Or
Like you lied to girls?
no, Chloe, I'm talking about
That's
people in
literally
general.
that's exactly what I just heard right now.
No.
You said I wish I told the truth in situations.
No, I didn't mean like tell the truth, but like express my feelings more. Put it like that.
Yeah,
And that's
tell them
like
how we really
and
felt
that's
about
like
them.
with people in general. That's just people in
Okay.
general. Like, or if it was a situation or something, or just saying like, oh, I don't feel like doing this or blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I was just more outspoken about some situations.
Okay. I got you. I feel it.
Oh,
I feel like
Chloe was trying to get
I'm
up right there and say, "Oh,
Trying
Mike,
to get you caught up, Mike. Trying to get you caught up.
I was just clarifying what you were saying because Tosin said he's talking about girls, and then you literally said, I wish I told the truth.
Okay, I know what you mean.
She was trying to get me caught up though. She was trying to get. It would have been headlines. Michael lies to women.
That is exactly how it sounded like.
No, I don't lie. I might be quiet a little bit, but I won't lie.
I feel that. Okay, so now that we're on this topic, okay, how would you guys say college relationships compare to like the movies to like in actuality?
Ooh.
Because like in movies sometimes you see like, you know, like sweethearts and stuff, like the college sweethearts, or you see like Like I was saying earlier, like the frat guy going from like this person to this person to this person to this person, and like so on. Like, how was that? How did that shape your experience here?
I thought I would hear more drama and arguments about that type of stuff, but I really don't.
Yeah, because
In the movie they
yeah, a lot of
dramatize it.
rumors, a
They
lot of
be
rumors
all
get
like,
spread and stuff,
they
and
be all like, no, I just seen Joe with Rebecca, and he went out with Susie the other day. Like, I thought I would see more of that or see more arguments like over like girls or over guys. But I haven't really seen that at all.
Mhm.
That's
I
what
feel
I
that.
thought more so. But like the sweetheart thing, I've seen that before. Like the honeymoon, they're in love, all 4 years and stuff. What's crazy is some people get married in college. That's the one I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's crazy because like I don't even know what I'm doing next week. People out here planning their whole lives.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I feel like you can have a college sweetheart. It's just like both parties need to be on the same terms, like on the same page, basically. Like it's possible, but I don't think that maybe it's like a 10% success rate.
Yeah.
But
In
maybe not
reality,
that low. Yeah, in
I
reality,
feel.
maybe not that low, but like
I might say it's lower.
you think it's lower?
Ooh, it's lower.
You think it's lower?
I wouldn't say it's lower. I honestly feel like it's actually higher. Like in my
So are we
personal
talking
opinion.
about from college to marriage or just like
Yeah,
college to
college to
marriage.
graduation?
I feel like it's a lot
I
higher.
feel like it's lower. Because I feel like, I don't know, for instance, like, well, people told me always, it was all like, yeah, college relationships, it won't work. I didn't believe them. I was like, if I find the one here, that's like, it's the life. No, that
No,
but
I agree with you, Mike. I feel like college is a great time to meet someone that you can be successful with and be with forever. Like I said, it's both
it's when that
people.
crossroads hit.
What do you mean?
Like the crossroad. So, like, say for instance, like y'all graduate, but like then you got that person. Say for instance, they get a job in Austin, and then you get a job in Chicago. Like,
Yeah, you both
and
have
then
to
the
make it
long
work.
distance, and
You both have to make it work, and in a lot of situations, one of them at least isn't willing to make that work.
Mm.
And then it's crazy because a lot of relationships in college are like based off of friend groups you're in. And that's crazy too. So like once the friend group ain't hanging out as much, then they're not hanging out as much again.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
too.
a domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
For sure.
I feel that.
What about you, Tosin? How you feel about it?
Like I was saying like earlier, like you just got to be patient. Like I feel like people try to come into college and they try to force a relationship with someone who really isn't like the one for them, like Chloe was saying forever. Um, if freshman year is not the time, then sophomore year isn't the time, but senior year is, then I don't see why not wait until senior year. If you still want to have fun up until then, continue to have fun. I honestly feel though that like, college relationships can succeed after college, and I feel like it's a higher rate. Um, Sometimes we don't see them, but I'm sure there are like, relationships that are happening and can continue. Like you were saying, Mike, my friend actually got married over the summer, and she's a senior right now. So like, people find love. It just depends on whatever time it happens.
Yeah. And going back to like the question before about what would I tell my freshman self to senior, I would tell myself, one thing I would tell myself actually would be, don't compare, like don't be comparing yourself to like other people and stuff like that. If you see other people being like getting their accomplishments, getting their internships before you, just wait, your time is gonna come if you keep on doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, and then like amazing stuff happens to you. So I think that was a big thing for like my freshman, sophomore year. I was thinking to myself, like, oh dang, so and so got this. That means I was supposed to get this too, just because of this, that, and this, but it ain't really the same. So it's about how you work through things. And yeah, so I think another thing too about is college friendships as well. College friendships, it's like I feel like, oh, that's the question. Do you guys think they're more meaningful than high school
Absolutely,
friendships?
absolutely.
Well, okay. Are you guys still friends? You guys are still friends with people from high school, right?
But
Yeah,
here's the thing. Here's the thing, Chloe. Like
but like
I feel like I'm
I
gonna be.
Wait, can you answer the question
yeah.
and then let me go on?
The answer
I'm
is
just
yes
kidding,
to some.
Justin.
The answer is yes to some degree. Like let's say I had. Okay, I'll just give you a number. I had 14 friends in high school. I feel like I'm still friends with 3 of them. Like I'm sure if I see those other 11 friends or so, like I'm sure we're gonna be cordial, but I'm not gonna like call them or invite them to my wedding probably anymore. Like, those 3 solid ones. But like in college, I feel like all my friends are gonna get like an invite to like, something meaningful like that because I feel like the bonds have gone deeper because of like the struggle and like things that we've gone through together, you know,
Okay.
Nothing like
to
figuring
make
things out in college together. But I still feel like I got friends in high school. Like it's a very small amount of friends in high school that I was still invite to my wedding, and like I still talk to every so often. But like it's still that connection there. But like I get what you're saying though. Like it's more meaningful because like in college you're by yourself, and then you find that other people and you struggling together. Not too many people like make those walks with you to somewhere or go to an event with you and stuff like that.
I feel you. The thing is, like with me, whenever I do something like go to college, if I'm doing an extracurricular activity, I find myself, I make friends with everybody, but there's like one particular person that I'm closer with than others. So like in middle school, like I'm still friends with my best friend from middle school. I'm still friends with my best friend from elementary school. I'm still friends with my best friend from high school. And I feel like college, like obviously, like I don't know. I feel like in college, yeah, these friends that I have now, I will invite them to my wedding. But I could say the same for people in high school too. Because there's like this one friend from high school. Literally, I FaceTimed him randomly in the beginning of the year. He answered and we had such a good conversation, like just catching up about like what is he doing in college? What am I doing in college? Like what are our life goals? Blah blah blah. So it's like I feel like I always make friends with people who I don't have to talk to you for like 6 months and I can just call you randomly and they'll still pick up.
Would you say your best friend is someone you met in college or someone you met early in life?
I think early in life for me.
For me, mine is in college.
Who's your best
That's just
friend?
That's what I was gonna ask.
it's a cool guy.
Who's your best friend?
He's a cool guy. He's a
What's
cool
his
guy.
name?
Don't worry about it.
No, that's crazy.
Cause
First of
like
all,
here, okay,
that's
I'm gonna put it like this. We're like Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus. We're like nemesis, or we're like
What?
we're still cool.
Can you name who your best friend is, please?
Like we were saying, Chloe.
Oh my
Did you meet your best friend in college, or is it still someone that you met like earlier in life?
My best friend, I basically call her my sister, and she's from earlier in life. But I would say I have multiple best friends.
Okay, that's the
Like
question of the day.
I have
Can you have multiple
personally,
best friends?
personally, I have multiple best friends, and I tell them all the same. I tell them everything, like everything
Okay,
that's going
I
on
was
in my
gonna
life.
say,
Every single one of them, they know. They know everything about what's going on.
so your loyalty lies within multiple people, I see.
But I can't pick, like if you put me in a situation and you were like, choose one person out of like my best friends, I would never like I can't do that.
You can't do okay. I feel
Because I feel like I'm too nice of a person to even do that.
I feel.
Chloe stands up for her friends.
I
It's
do
kinda
stand up
funny.
for my one thing about me is like for real, I am very outspoken. Like if I don't feel something is correct, like I will let you know that. You don't
No,
have to do anything with
I
my
feel like she
opinion.
stands up for a certain amount of her friends. Like you would hear her say, "Don't talk about my friends," but I feel like other people when
Like Chloe would
if
stand up for
that
me
friend
though.
was to talk about
I would
somebody else, I
definitely
guarantee you she would.
if I heard someone talking shit about Mike and Toastin, I definitely would say something. I'd be like, don't talk about my friend like that. You don't know them, so don't say that. That's a response I would literally say, like, don't talk about my friend like
Don't
that.
talk about my friend.
But I will stand up for my friends. Like, for example, Kanika, my roommate, she's really my best friend. Sometimes she's not outspoken as she's not assertive. But I feel like like in a situation, if she's not speaking up, I will speak for her. Not speak for her, but I will defend her.
No,
Yeah,
You're not gonna talk. That's how she be.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Like,
I've
I
been there
will
multiple
literally
times.
To Chloe's defense, she has actually like in situations. I'm not gonna say them on camera, but like she has like stood up for Kanika before in situations where Kanika had been like, you know,
yes, like there's
put
some
under the bus.
people where it's like they don't say anything, but like I'm confused why they don't like defend themselves. But not that Kanika doesn't defend herself, she definitely does. But like I think I'm more assertive. I think just in
Some
general, I'm an
situations are
assertive
not
person.
worth fighting about.
No, but I don't. No, hold on. I don't fight about every situation. There's definitely ones where you pick and choose your battles. But like, if something needs to be said, I will be that person to say
So Chloe addresses the elephant in the room.
it. I will. If need be, I will.
I feel like I get thrown into that situation where I gotta address the elephant in the room. It's kind of sad because, like, even in like class or something like that, like somehow I'm always nominated to be the one to ask the question in class, or ask the question nobody wants to ask. Ooh, I give a perfect example. Me and Chloe got a class together, right?
I knew you were gonna bring this up, Mike.
Yeah,
Tosin, don't even listen to this.
No,
I'm listening.
So Chloe told me the due date.
He was in his feelings for like such a long time about this. But
Yeah,
continue,
because
Mike.
the due date was literally posted on Brightspace about when we had a test or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so in class, he's going over the review for the test. So I literally raised my hand and was like, when is the test? Because when is the test? That's all I said. He laughed and said the test was on Thursday.
No, look,
this
is a better explanation.
Yeah.
On where it says finals and examine, like what's the word? Exams. Oh my God. Finals and exams.
Yeah.
Like say the test was November 5th. No, say the test was October 30th, right?
Okay.
It's October 28th. No, sorry. Hold on. I'm not even explaining it right. It says on the thing it's October 30th, but it's October 15th when he's reviewing like the information for the test. And like I was confused why he was doing it 15 days in advance. So then Mike was like, oh, when is the test? And then the guy's like, it's on the 16th, like say it's tomorrow. But on everyone else, like thought it was the 30th too, because that's what it says on.
No, the class laughed at me. The class laughed at me.
No, and then people literally came to Mike's defense and was like, on my Purdue, it says October 15th. So he's being a little dramatic about it, but that's what happened.
Chloe did stand up at that point in time. Other people did. She didn't say on my Purdue, it said the 15th.
Tosin, the guy next to me literally said like 2 seconds later, he was like, it says it on my Purdue. So I'm gonna repeat. I'm supposed to repeat what the guy just said.
He was like, no. I wanted to at least hear a yeah or something. We had to be solid. I got laughed at in front of the class.
Mike went on and on about about that for like the entire week when literally people came to his defense.
Yeah.
But
That class is actually pretty funny.
it is.
Things be happening out the blue.
What time is it so I can start going?
Low-key, you probably could come in. He could probably come in. It's at
Look,
12 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Say less.
By the way, this is the funny joke. Tosin is basically a member of our one class we have
Mhm.
every other day.
I am a member of the class.
Yeah, Tosin.
I
I go to class more than y'all.
had
He's
to
more
tell
active.
Tosin yesterday that we didn't have class today.
Like literally, we was like classes on Zoom. Tosin is literally a class. He participates in all the
He
class
does.
activities. He raises his hand more than everybody else. They need to just give him participation points for the class. To be honest, Tosin is hilarious.
I know we have very open discussions in there too. And I know we're kind of running out of time, but like I'm just gonna give the viewers like one discussion question that me and Chloe have gone back and forth about.
Oh
the
my
past
gosh.
couple weeks. Okay.
Mhm.
Mike, I don't know how much time we have left, but I'm just gonna give the viewers a scenario. So going back to the relationships right in college, suppose you're dating someone, right? Male or female. Let's just use a male for this example. And the male tells his girlfriend, who he's been together with for a couple months, hey, I'm going to be starting a hiatus.
Oh my God.
And and let me define what a hiatus means. And a hiatus is him trying to better himself. So to do that, he needs separation from his girlfriend, right? However, although she is not the issue and he's just trying to better himself, he's still going to be hanging out with his friends, going to parties, not cheating on her or anything, just playing video games, playing basketball, he's not going to be texting her, not going to be calling her just for like 2 or 3 weeks.
No, you said 3 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks, just so he can better himself. Because I feel like in a relationship, when you miss the other person, it becomes stronger. Would you guys be okay with that, viewers? Chloe has made her points. I have made my
Absolutely
points.
not. Look, I say absolutely not, because why are you taking a break from me?
He's not taking a break from you.
I'm taking that personal. Why are you hanging out with your friends? You're doing everything with other people, but you don't want to hang out with me. I will take that personally, even if you're telling me, no, I'm not cheating. Yes, I'm being loyal. This is just for me. Okay, why are you not calling me? Why are you not at least texting me? Like, we don't have to spend the three.
But here's my question: why does he have to?
Why does he go? Why do you have to hang out with your friends? What's the point of having a girlfriend then? Like, literally, what's the point of having a girlfriend?
He wants a girlfriend just for not those 2 weeks.
But that's not fair to her. Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It's not fair to her.
It's like
what's the point of being in a relationship?
But he told her beforehand.
Distance can make the heart grow fonder.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Like, in certain situations, it can. It depends on the person, but still, I'm gonna take it personal if you're going on this hiatus, but you're doing everything but see me at least once a week. Like,
to better himself, right?
What is he bettering himself for?
Because
what does he want to work on?
Because when he spends time with them, he's gonna be like, oh damn, I actually do miss my girlfriend. Like now this is gonna make me a better man for her and make me value her even more. Because I feel like when you
need a 3-week mental break, you don't listen to their problems all day.
Because I feel like when you spend like every moment with someone, like like the love kind of dwindles down a little bit. But when you have that separation and you start to like miss that person, like don't you feel like?
No, I think once you start spending less time together, you learn how to not be, I guess, dependent of that person, and you slowly start to you get used to not being with the other person, and then that makes you not want to talk to them anymore.
That's true.
Exactly.
But
you get used to you're with a person every single day, and then when you guys stop talking, you get used to.
But that's why he comes.
Without them.
But that's why he comes back. like he's not breaking up with you. He's taking it's not even a break, it's a hiatus. There's a difference between break and hiatus.
It's not a difference. Well, there's
I
a
mean,
difference, but like
Oh.
you're taking it from your girlfriend or whoever, your significant other. Even if you're saying like
she's not the
it's
reason why.
not, you're saying it's not, but that's what it seems like. Because if you're doing everything normal except for hanging out with her,
Personally,
they're gonna take it personal.
personally, the type of woman I like wouldn't let me have that hiatus. They'd be at my house.
Mm.
They will blow up my phone.
Tosin, do you really
So-
think that would work?
I feel like in certain
You think
situations.
a girl would let you do that?
Okay, but I have a question. If someone if your significant other proposed the idea to you, how would you respond?
Absolutely not. That would be my first response. Absolutely not. And for what?
I just told
Those
you
are
for
the
it.
two
Remember, you put the
things.
situation out there. You said they go on a guy's trip.
Yeah, they could do that too.
Literally.
Yeah.
No. Well, for on a guy's trip for 3 weeks, what are you doing with your boys for 3 weeks? What are you doing?
He's doing fun things and like just
Doing fun
being,
things with your boys? Like what? I'm not trying to
They-
even
they-
make it like that. Like
they
what?
can't watch an NBA game together. They can't go.
Why are
you
you for 3 weeks?
just
It's a long season.
there's a lot of things in the world to do and try and see.
Absolutely not. It's not going to work out. The relationship's not going to work out. You're better off if you really want to take a hiatus, only see your girlfriend 1 time a week.
Would that defeat the purpose of the hiatus?
Yeah, exactly. It does. Like I don't. Maybe it's just like a
Hiatus is like going cold turkey.
Like
But
Mike,
you're not going cold
Mike,
turkey,
how do you feel about the
though.
situation?
Personally, I told you, like,
It's not gonna work
I wouldn't
out.
do it because, like, after
But
those
would you-
3
but
weeks,
would you
you're gonna
want
have
to after
deal
I
with
des-
an angry woman.
But
And
would
I
you
told
want
you the
to
type
after
of
the way
women
I
that I
described it?
like. What?
I said, would you want to, even though the way I described it, like you tell her it's not for her, it's not because of her. You're not going to be cheating. You're just going to be doing regular things.
But why would
With-
I want a 3-week hiatus to somebody I love?
Thank you, Michael Lewis. Thank you.
I could. That's like me saying, like, let me go 3 weeks without talking to my family. That's something I wouldn't be able to do.
What's the issue?
What?
Tosin, do you not
Have
speak
y'all
to your parents?
Have y'all ever
like,
taken hiatus before?
No.
Like my parents.
The point, like, I personally, I could never do a hiatus because when you're alone, you
You start to appreciate what you had in the past.
I was gonna say is you start to overthink absolutely everything. When you're alone, it's like you kind of go into a depression, I guess. Like humans need human interaction. I don't think you'll learn to appreciate the that you need human interaction. But I think when you're alone, you tend to overthink things and then it just goes downward spiral.
But like, how do you feel about the phrase that you never really know how much important something is or someone is until you lose them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
like, how do you
the
feel
thing.
about that phrase?
As soon as you lose them, then like you
They're
gotta work
gone.
to get them back, or they're gone. And that's caused some people. Some people feel like once this done, it's done. So that just has them just to throw the towel in and give up. But then some people work hard, but then if the other person don't want you, then you just look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, everybody, wave pod viewers.
I was about to
I
start. I was like,
want
all
y'all to
right,
think about that
yeah.
question. I want y'all to think about that question. Let me know in the comments below, like how y'all feel about it. I'm interested to see what everyone else thinks. I know what I think about it, but yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm just letting you know, no woman is gonna let you do that. Unless if she doesn't care about you.
I'm gonna clip.
But that's not the case.
Tosin, I'm literally gonna clip that. And I think that's gonna be my first clip I post. I probably have it done tonight, more than likely. I will post it. I will post it, and I want you to give me in trouble, Mike. I want you to post that on your story.
You're gonna get me in trouble, Mike.
Yeah, really are.
Nah, you don't have to post it, but like, I'm posting on the Wave Pod page. They probably won't see it, but I just want to see what people think. I'm gonna post it.
All right, I feel
hey, Chloe, you can put it. You can put it on your page.
I'll post it too, and I
just want to see what people say.
no one is gonna be like, yeah, I approve of this hiatus. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a good episode, guys. It was glad to talk to you guys once again. Back to get into the swing of things. Hopefully, I keep this up. It's just been a long semester. Things been happening left, right, figuring out stuff. It's been a long semester getting back into it, to be honest with you, from the pandemic. But yeah, with more episodes to come soon. Shout out to my Apple Podcast people, my Spotify people, YouTube gang. Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at the_wavepod. I'm gonna start going live on there sometimes just to, interact with people, see what's happening to it.
That would be cool.
And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.